We will not let the baggage handlers in Philadelphia destroy our bags. So packing cubes get us into those small carry-on sizes. We're going to take you through some of our favorite brands, and let's talk about what we like, what we don't like.
Big time, guys. Welcome back. We spent a lot of time recently talking about our favorite bags. Well, now let's talk about what goes inside of those bags. We're here to talk to you about packing cubes. Rufus, what do we have here in front of us?
Big time, Rick. We've got our favorite selection of packing cubes. Packing cubes are super important to us because we like bags with maybe not so many compartments. So instead of having all our stuff loose inside the bags, we can make our own compartments. The packing cubes help us take our clothes and our gear, compress them into organizable, small units, and get them packed in the bag as efficiently. We gotta avoid those checked bag fees. We gotta avoid being too big for TSA. We packing cubes help us do all that.
Yeah, you're not fumbling around. You know that the shirts are in the orange bag and the pants are in the blue bag, for instance.
We will not let the baggage handlers in Philadelphia destroy our bags. So packing cubes get us into those small carry-on sizes. We're going to take you through some of our favorite brands, and let's talk about what we like, what we don't like.
Let's start with Patagonia.
That'd be an obvious choice, don't you think, compared to back on the back wall there?
I think so.
Yeah.
So these Patagonia cubes just off the bat carry the same theme as their black hole duffels. So that's a nice little nod. But they come in a bunch of different sizes. This is kind of their middle size. 2 mesh compartments on either side. Pretty basic, and that's kind of a thing that I like about packing cubes. You don't want a complex packing cube. You're essentially adding weight to your bag, and if they're too bulky, then they don't fit very well. So I think this is pretty much at the limit with their fabric as far as what you want, and that's maybe a little bit bulkier than some other things.
Yeah, my like about the Patagonia is I think they're great packing cubes when we're going camping and we're going to be kind of in water and just a little bit muddier conditions because they're a little heavier weight.
Yeah.
But they're not my favorite packing cubes if I'm traveling, going to be hotels, going to be cities. They're just a little too bulky. They've got too much stuff on them.
You don't need these gear loops if it's going to go in your Toomey suitcase, right?
Yeah, so I think great for outdoor activities, not my favorite for I'm traveling during the day. What's the next one up we got?
So after I think we all remember when I bought my new backpack.
Yeah, the AER.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I bought a set of their packing cubes, and they're pretty much the bare minimum of what you want. And if that's what you're looking for, that's great. Very thin fabric, but a decent amount of volume, and it's expandable. So essentially, what you can do is pack this thing chock full of underwear, socks, shirts, zip up the lid. And then you can take this zipper around the outside, and if you can get it, you can compress it all the way around and kind of get a little bit smaller.
And these are designed to fit in your bag, right?
Yeah, so they make a couple different sizes, but they're thoughtfully designed to fit inside their bags in some sort of meaningful way.
And so oftentimes if you're going to buy a carry-on bag or any kind of bag, look for the brand's packing cube with the bag.
Yep.
So that you can really maximize the space. So what do you think of these?
Well, what I don't like about these is that they only come in black. And so if black's your favorite color, that's good for you. What I like in my packing cubes is, okay, well, the black ones have the socks. The orange ones have the shirts. I like being able to look in the bag, and I will know, instead of having 4 of the same one, that certain colors have certain things in them.
But if you were colorblind, this would work well for you.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor gal. Yeah, if you're colorblind, I'm sorry. This might work for you.
I still feel like they're a little heavyweight, but they're not bad. They're definitely lighter weight than the Patagonias.
Yeah.
And I do like the handle feature because you never know, you want to grab one and whatnot.
Certainly not as lightweight as our next one.
All right, the next thing we've got here is the Eagle Creek lightweight ones, and these have the same feature as the AER, as where they're expandable. They've got expandable zip, and they've got your main zip. Now,
this is like tent material.
What I like about these is these are super lightweight. We're not adding any more weight to the bag. I don't have any more weight on my back. That really is great, I think. What I kind of dislike about these ones specific is they don't open all the way.
That's how far it opens?
That's how far it opens. So that can be a plus and a minus.
That's a minus.
I like the lightweight. I like the handle, but you know what? The main compartment zipper should open all the way. I think that's a little bit of a miss. But they come in fun colors,
Yep.
and price comparison wise, they're good. They're good price compared to the other ones.
So these look like they're also Eagle Creek.
Yeah, so we got a couple more Eagle Creek ones. These are more their heavier weight ones, and so I think kind of over time they said, hey, we realized that maybe we got it wrong, and we don't open all the way. And so now we do open all the way. Still have that compression
But look
situation.
how thick they've gone with the fabric.
The fabric's a little thicker. They put a mesh, which is nice. Still fun colors. Now the Eagle Creek situation is, how many of us are buying Eagle Creek bags? Do you see a lot of Eagle Creek bags back there?
No.
No, me either. And so to find the right size to fit in the bag, it's not going to work as well as the AER.
Yeah.
But I do like that this is their packet system. I do like the colors. I generally like the bag. I think they're good. This is same kind of deal. It's pencil pouch. I like these for socks.
Socks to go with your Crocs.
To go with your Crocs, socks and Crocs. But again, this is all about, hey, are these two things going to fit in the bag side by side? You've got to play. Do you remember that game from Nintendo?
Tetris.
Tetris, that's the one,
that's the one.
And so you're playing Tetris with all your packing cubes if you don't buy a system from another company.
Yeah.
Now,
what's this one?
This one is the Amazon option.
Okay.
And so are you familiar with the company Amazon?
They're a small startup out of Seattle, right?
Yeah, and so I like the fabric a lot on this. It's a nice balance between a heavyweight fabric and a lightweight fabric. It's got the mesh. You can see what's in them, which is kind of nice, and I think that's where the mesh goes
And then so you come here and be like,
Yep.
this one has the shirts, and then you circle shirts.
You circle shirts, exactly, just like that.
That's pretty cool.
And so I think that's good, but I can tell now these are cheap, and they come in a whole set. But the quality just doesn't quite feel there for these guys.
Oh, from Amazon?
Yeah, from Amazon.
Oh, you don't say.
And they don't have the expandable.
Yeah.
They don't have the expandable. And I also think they don't come as fun of colors. You get like a whole set of gray ones. And so you get a gray one in 26 different sizes, which might get in your 3 of your different bags, but it's not nearly as like fun as having kind of multicolor. So I think they're good. I think they're a good budget option. But not my favorite ones on the table.
And let's be honest, Jeff Bezos has enough money. We don't need to be also buying his packing cubes.
There's a small company that makes bags called Manal, and I've had some Manal bags in the past. I really like the Manal bags, and so these are some of my packing, kind of like the AER. These are some of my Manal packing cubes.
These are good.
Now, these are kind of some of my all-time favorites because I like the fabric, I like the mesh. I can get by without the compression thing, and they just feel good. I don't know why, but they're the right size.
Do they come in different colors?
No, but you've got the mesh so you can see what's inside.
Sure.
So for the colorblind people, this is probably pretty good too. Yeah. And what I like about these is that they tend to fit in the same kind of 30-liter size bags because the Manal 30-liter is like the Patagonia Mini MLC is like the AER. So they do me well even if I'm not using them for the Manal bag.
Right.
So I like these a lot. And they come in different sizes, but great lightweight, and that's what's important to me.
Well, this also looks like a Manal bag. I can see the logo here.
This is kind of an interesting piece. I don't use it maybe as much as I used to, but this is a Manal shirt situation. So you've got it's large. It's made for collared shirts. They've got a plastic sleeve inside of it, and what you can do is this plastic sleeve
oh my God,
gives you some instructions.
Jesus, you need instructions to pack this bag?
So on the plastic sleeve there, you get instructions. It shows you how to use the plastic sleeve to help you fold the shirt. The shirt folds into this bag. This bag then goes on the top of your luggage, and you're in pretty good shape.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a neat thing. I don't use it as much because I'm not rocking
Dress shirts?
really nice dress shirts.
Yeah.
But if you were, I've used it in the past to get a wedding and stuff like that. So it does tend to keep your dress shirts a little more looking like you didn't just step out of a night in Vegas.
Yeah.
When you got to put it on, as opposed to doing the old roll, the packing cube roll.
Yeah.
Now that's something we haven't talked about on these packing cubes. How do you put your clothes in them?
Take your shirt, take your underwear, your socks, your pants, roll them.
Roll them. We are roll people. Big time rolling is important.
Do not fold them. You are wasting space when you fold them. You will be able to compress them more when you roll them.
So roll works for all these different packing cubes, and we can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, better use of space.
But, yeah. So do you have a favorite on this table, or do you think it's, hey, I gotta have packing cubes for every situation?
I mean, I think if I were going to be leaving today, it would be either Patagonia or AER, probably. But I think there are a bunch out there that I haven't tried yet. So I'm not saying that these are the end all be all.
Yeah.
We just haven't gotten there yet. There's a lot out there.
So big time, guys. Let us know what your favorites are in the comments. We want to hear from you. What packing cubes do you want to see on the channel? We want to test them out. We want to go out there, figure out what works well for everybody. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.